Thank you, Peter. I am here with Alex Onischuk, the Deputy Executive Director of the Grand Chess Tour. You came here as a fan in previous years, but nowadays you're coming in an official capacity. Tell us a bit about your new role here at the Grand Chess Tour.
Yeah, thank you, Cristian. Yeah, it's interesting that we used to play over the board with you.
Yes.
Then we compete in the collegiate tournaments together, yes. Being like great rivals, and now we are working together for the Grand Chess Tour.
Yes.
Yeah, no, my role is really easy thanks to great staff of the Grand Chess Tour and also the local organizers. The tournament has been great. The organizers are amazing. So it's like really, I think chess players can go ahead and play good chess, and we see a lot of fighting chess here.
I want to say it's getting better and better every year. The organizations, it's just smooth, right? And this is exactly what you want to see. But also from the players, this year they're very competitive. Last year, a lot of draws, some decisive results. Right now, every single round, they're out for blood.
No, absolutely. Even in the last round, right, that we are facing right now, it's pretty much in every game, someone wants to win.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the chess we want to see.
Absolutely. And you are also helping with the expansion of the Grand Chess Tour as well. That's happening this year. We're going to Brazil. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, Brazil is it's going to be the finals in Brazil. So 4 top players that will qualify from the series of the tournaments will be going to Brazil and to play for the title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's slightly bit different system this year. So all tournaments matter, but of course, winning that final tournament in Brazil is the most important.
And if you want to go in September, October, somewhere nice, you probably want to go to Brazil. It's going to be a memorable event. Now, you're also a pretty strong player yourself, 2,700 plus at your peak. Now, help us a little bit with the analysis. What are you seeing from the games today?
Well, definitely in this game, the world champion wants to play for a win. Because he's at -1, and that's not the place where he wants to finish the tournament. And yesterday he played an amazing game. Frankly, I thought he didn't get much out of the opening, but of course, it's just a couple of, just the opening. Probably, he will try.
And I feel
92, 94,
exactly.
Something like that, and it's going to be a long game, right?
I feel he's also playing the situation because Fabi also needs a win in order to try to catch up with Praggnanandhaa, right? So perhaps he's trying to coax Fabi into taking more risks.
Yeah. In fact, they all are trying to win, right? Alireza, we saw that he played a...
Speaking of that.
An aggressive opening today.
I think this is where we are right now.
Right, yeah.
Bishop takes and d takes c5.
Yeah, it looks way too risky and probably objectively better for white, but at the same time, this is what he was looking for, right? He was ready to take some risk and try to. I mean, he has to win this game.
Bogdan has been a pleasant surprise because he's the local favorite and he's scoring quite well in this tournament, 50% right now, with a decisive win against Levon. What's your take on the wild cards and how do you guys make those decisions when it comes to the wildcards?
Well, of course, he was kind of a local player, right? And but also his record shows that he's been, very strong player for many years. He played in he already played in Grand Chess Tour in some of these events, and he played pretty well. He has done pretty well in Warsaw as well.
Yes.
And of course, this tournament he has a very good result, and I think. If he had a little bit more luck, or maybe, if he pushed a little bit harder, he could even have a better result. Remember that game with Gukesh, for example? Yeah, just one move. He was one move away from pretty much winning the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was just a mind shift, right, at that point, because he was lost for a very long time, and then he accepted equality. He was happy to get equality. But if he only knew that he was almost winning.
Exactly. I think it was more like psychological. He was happy with the draw and he just was not looking for a winning move.
Exactly. So he's doing quite well. Now, another player that has, and I would say he's looking really good today, MVL. MVL has been so consistent in the Grand Chess Tour. He almost always makes it to the top 3 and qualifies to the next one. His he's playing tremendous chess right now as well. And he really surprised his opponent, Duda, who is struggling. G3, knight to c6, bishop to f4. And right now we see Duda with 43 minutes, MVL an hour and 25. Do you see some chances in this one?
Yeah, I like to used to play this line for black, but of course, you know, the theory went so far, and I don't even recognize what's happening here. Yeah, I think it's the position is very sharp. MVL probably likes it, right? I mean, he has better preparation. He's 40 minutes ahead on time, and he has some pressure. So yeah, I think it will be a very interesting game.
Let's see. Let's go through the lines a little bit. So probably you have to take that knight right now. Try to eliminate it.
Yes.
And now the big question is, what happens if I do take your pawn?
Why don't you just play for domination, like 95 maybe?
Yeah.
Right. And I already have some threats. Yeah.
What if I try to simplify?
I don't know if I can play knight. Knight d7. You have some tricks, right? Like queen f5.
Queen g6, queen f5. Yeah.
Okay, good point. Yeah, knight c4 probably best move in this position. So we have to exchange.
Just to try to. Oh,
and
I see the eval bar going up. But.
Well, then, even in this position, he can press a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not as much, but still, we've seen some surprises like in end games in this tournament. So, so it's never over.
Till it's over. Yes. So this one is definitely intriguing to watch. Nodirbek, Wesley, I think we're entering an endgame in this one. Let's see, knight takes f5, queen to d2. Okay, so he avoided the endgame after queen takes d5. From a practical perspective, probably the right approach. And this is what we have. Has Wesley equalized is the big question.
Well, if we have to take on d3, then probably yes. But what's the move here? I don't know. Like e4 is obviously too risky. Knight d6.
Get the knight in.
Yeah, that's the move.
We're getting some crazy lines now.
Yeah, it obviously requires some calculations and
there seems to be quite some content in this one after this knight. It looks simple at the beginning, but after knight d6, knight d4, I mean, you need to be precise in your calculation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this one is intriguing. And the last one. Let's go to the leader. Big question. Yeah, big question. I see some negative numbers flashing on my screen. And I'm a bit surprised because it just looks like a very somewhat simple position.
Yeah, initially I would probably take white. And like this pawn structure, you kind of, think of some ideas like before b5. But at the same time, if Black will manage to exchange a couple of pieces, right? Then he might equalize, and having the king on the queen side is probably to his favor, right?
Yeah, no, good preparation from Levon. Some pressure on Prague. Even this one, we're somewhat early in the endgame, but it looks like it could change in terms of dynamics in the next few moves. Alex, thank you very much for joining us and giving us all the analysis and for your great work with the Grandchester.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Cristian. We're looking at the Prague game.